Welcome to Ask and Learn.
So the domain for this one is going to be x cannot be pi. So x cannot be pi um, for every period of 2 pi. So that's important, for every period of 2 pi. And because the reason for that is that asymptote exists at x equals pi for every period of 2 pi. Okay, so our period is 2 pi, obviously. Intercepts, we have one at 0, 0. We have one at 2 pi 0. We have one at 4 pi 0. So you can see the pattern here, and it also goes in the negative direction as well. So that's where our intercepts are. Symmetry, it's going to be odd. So now, usually we would try to find the first derivative, second derivative, set it equal to 0, and do the first derivative test, second derivative test. But both of them are inconclusive and just very difficult once we try to do them. So instead of doing that, what we can do is we can see the limit as it approaches the asymptotes. As the function approaches our asymptotes, what is our limit going to look like from both the right and the left? So let's try that. The limit as x approaches pi from the right side of sine x over 1 plus cosine x. So that's going to be negative pi. Negative infinity, sorry. And then the limit as x approaches pi from the left, and remember that's our asymptote, of sine x over 1 plus cosine x, our function, is going to give us positive infinity. Alright, and that's important. Let's keep that over here. So this is the information that we have to graph. So let's go ahead and try that. So obviously this is a periodic function, so you're going to see a repeat. So I'm going to do, first of all, let's put in our, let's say this is 2 pi. This is in radians, and this is negative 2 pi. And we said that we have asymptotes at pi, so if this is 2 pi, then pi would be right here. So that's going to be our asymptote. And then here is negative pi, our other asymptote. And again, we're also going to have asymptotes here. That's the next pi. For every period of 2 pi, we're going to see this. And it's going to, it's periodic, so it'll continue, but we're just going to do a couple here. And now we have our intercepts. 0, 0 is 1. We said that 2 pi 0 is 1. And so negative 2 pi 0 is 1. Alright. And now let's look at our limit as x approaches our asymptote from the right. So coming from the right, it's going to go to negative infinity. So it's going to look something like this, going to negative infinity. And when it approaches from the left, it's going to go up to infinity. And it's simple as that. It's just going to be the same over here as it approaches from the left, infinity, from the right, negative infinity. And so our graph is going to look like this.